Now, in the individual supply curve, what are the factors affecting the supply? The very first thing that we will do. Just as in demand, we did what are the factors affecting demand. Now, we will do what are the factors affecting the supply. Now, the very first is the price of the commodity. When the price of the commodity is rising, the supply will also increase. When the price of the commodity will fall, supply will fall. Second is technological changes. Technological changes. Now, in case of technology, what happens if the technology improves? Obviously, means production technology improves, obviously, then the cost of production of the commodity will fall. And if this cost of production is falling, then what will happen? Obviously, the producers will earn more profit, and in order to earn more profit, due to a better technology and due to reduced cost of production, in order to earn more profit, they will increase the supply in the market. Okay, so first was price of the commodity, next was technological changes, third is input prices. So the third is input prices. Now suppose if the cost of the inputs or the raw materials are high, then obviously the cost of production will be high. Cost of production, if the cost of production is high, then the producers will earn less profits. They will supply less in the market. Similarly, if the cost of production, if the price of the inputs are less or low, cost of production will be low. They will earn more profits, and thus they will, thus the producer will earn more profits to reduce cost of production, and thus it will increase the supply of the product in the market. Now, the fourth factor is taxation and subsidy policy of the government. So the fourth point is, so the fourth factor affecting supply is taxation and subsidy policy of the government. So if the government imposes indirect taxes on the commodities like the sales tax, now it is GST and all. So if it imposes indirect taxes on the commodities, obviously due to the tax, the price of the commodity rises. When the price of the commodity is rising, then what will happen? Due to this increased taxes on the commodity, the cost of production will also rise. Okay, the cost of production will also rise. Now, due to higher cost of production, again the producers will reduce the supply. Similarly, if the government gives subsidy that we say chhad, okay, discounts and subsidies to the producers, then what will the producers do? Obviously, the cost of production will be low, and thus again the producers can supply more in the market. Last is price of other goods. The last factor affecting supply is price of other goods. Like in demand, I had already discussed about substitutes and complements. Substitute goods are which can be substitute one for another, like tea and coffee. Complementary goods are which are jointly demanded, like car and petrol. Okay, now the prices of substitute goods also affects the supply. Suppose the price of tea is not rising and the price of coffee is going on increasing. Now the producer has got the tendency to shift from the production of one commodity to another. So the price of coffee is increasing. What the law of supply says? Supply will increase. So the producer, as the price of tea is constant, it may shift the production from the tea to coffee. The producer may shift its production of tea from tea to coffee because the price of coffee is rising, and thus the supply of coffee will increase. Similarly, if the price of coffee falls down, is falling down, producers may shift from the production of coffee to production of tea because it will earn them more profit. Higher the price, supply is high because the producers are earning more profit at a higher price. So this is the main logic behind the positive relationship between supply and the price of the commodity, or the factors affecting the supply of the commodity. Okay. Now in the next video we will do the individual supply curve.